together with the sun, even though your back's to the wall. One strike, go cut the murky mind. Your blade swing one time when clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One strike, the fight is yours, I'll feel with your sword. There's endless power once you start, never lose your heart. Tonight is dark and the shadows are deep. Who can protect the world? A light of hope shines in the dark. One strike, I swear by people's side. Keep faith just one time. I'm gonna light up all the fires. One strike for my desire, a light up so bright. Inside the power in my heart, I'll defend the world.
A darkness plagues this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is this? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.
Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 6 of the Mobile Legends Nigerian League, and it's very nice to be back here. After I think we had a break yesterday, and here we are again to continue with the absolutely amazing games that we've been having. That we've been having all these for the past 5 days. I think, yeah, it's been over 5 days now. And today we have another match that promises to be very interesting. It's going to be El Cartel going up against Oasiss, and I think 100% we know that this is going to be an action-packed game. These are two very good teams that always deliver when it comes to gameplay. I think we can almost call them like veterans in the server, and more often than not we should expect to see peak gameplay from both of them. And I think even from the bands, checking that out, we can already see that Gato, Aurora and Chip band coming from the side of El Cartel, and Zask, Fulvius and Ling. So Oasis not wanting to give that link or the Phobios over to the side of El Cartel, and El Cartel knowing how, you know, should I say prolific, or how effective Trevor has been on that Gato catcher. If they're going to ban that out, banning the Aurora also, and then, you know, restricting the mobility and, you know, the unpredictable style that chip provides. You can see here, immediately they lock the 1-1, immediately Rockstar Alfie just, you know, just locks in that Lolita. It's like he's saying it's a no-brainer, you know. There's already the they already have the edits, the Sicilian also, you know. I think there's a lot of things actually value for them to get from the bulwark of the Lolita's bulwark. I think Sicilian in his alt states, she does deflect those extra like wisps that comes out in his alt state and sends it back, and so does she do the 1-1, basically everything that 1-1 has to offer. So that's going to be something that El Cartel will have to deal with. So as the Primal Rat edits, after using the Primal Rat, has basically all her damage deflected, and Lolita right now counters all 3 picks from the side of El Cartel. And then the last 2 bans coming from the side of Oasis is going to be that Hayabusa and the Nolan. So 3, not 4, 3 assassin bans have come out from the side of Oasis. I guess since they've already locked in their jungler, they don't feel like they need to, you know, leave any other assassin open for Void Hacker to use. And we might just see a Martis pick in this game. I think is there any other assassin left? I know there's a Link, there's the Hayabusa, there's the Nolan, Julian. I'm not sure which other assassin is left. Probably just can't think of any other one. But for Void Hacker, I'm seeing a probable Martis pick here, honestly. Maybe is that the Martis or the Alpha left? Alpha is still open, but I don't know how well Alpha will do into their comp right now. And they are going to lock in that Martis. EC is going to lock in, pardon me, not the Martis. EC is going to lock in the Khalid here. And I think this is good. Khalid is a solid pick, as we emphasized on. Ooh, I totally forgot about Soyu. And so the Soyu is there. This could potentially, you know, put he doesn't go with the Soyu. He's going to lock in the Alpha instead. I feel like this game is going to be a bit difficult to pull off for an Alpha. You know, you have the Hylos, you have the Julian, who is not so easy to hit, and now you have a Claude. Not to mention you have that Netherrealm also. So basically, I think right now Oasis, El Cartel are banking on, you know, taking that early game, making the most of that Alpha's early game. Alpha Khalid can put a reasonable amount of pressure, you know, on them. If they do that, then I'm guessing they should be able to ride that momentum into they should be able to so we can see here, actually we are seeing, okay, 2 purifiers. I was expecting this is a nice Lolita skin. It's not one I've seen. This is the first time I'm noticing it actually. And so we're seeing 2 purifiers for the side of Oasis, and El Cartel have no purify. I guess they don't need it. Maybe they don't need it. Though there is the Lolita, you know, who can cause some trouble with that ball. Yeah, I'm guessing they feel like they don't need that just yet, and they'll go, you know, with the flickers instead of the purifiers. And straight away we're going to start spamming the recalls, getting into the game, as Void Hacker is going to start on his red buff, getting a little help from the 1-1 there. And Mikey for the side of Oasis is going to be starting also on the red buff. And I guess oh wow, so there's this is a rotation that, oh, is this a pause request? Oh yeah, I think this is a pause request, so I'm just going to grant that real quick. Alright, we're going to grant the pause request real quick and just give them a little bit of time to sort their stuff out.
Fighting for, no one would ever know your name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sun. Even though your back's to the wall. One strike, go cut the monkey mind. Your blade swing one time. When clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One strike, the fight is.
Alright, so hopefully, I think the game should be back right now. I think it is. I think there was probably an issue with the connection from Sicilian, but Sicilian does seem to be back right now, and the game is going to continue just as much. And we can already see here some pressure being applied to that top lane. 1-1 with the quick feet. It's going to be super hatred actually on the 1-1. I don't think I've seen him play the 1-1 too much, and already Mikey is going to be level 4 and they're going to be looking at a very early gank onto the top lane there, and that's going to be some damage dealt to Isia. It's going to be the Khalid roam also, and you can see the damage given to him. He's just going to get it back with that S2. However, El Cartel is going to do the opposite, zoning Hylos away from going Hylos away from that EXP cards. First blood. Wow, that's first blood already. I'm guessing Khalid underestimated the damage that the Julian could deal in the early game. But yeah, that would be a first blood, and that's already momentum for Oasiss to move in with. First turtle is going to be secured by Mikey, and then that's going to be the turtle 2 kills also going to the side of Oasiss, and that's the double kill. Anti-pipe there on that Faramis, and this you basically can't ask for a better start, honestly. And just like that, you can already see the gold, over 2k gold lead built up so early in the game, and I think El Cartel needs to find a way to control this. If not, it's to probably be a bit problematic for them. Though we should mention that they have that Sicilian. It's still too early to be looking for how the Sicilian is going to scale into the late game. I think for now you should just try to not be in such situations. And once again, the Sicilian getting caught out, that is going to be a 5-for-nothing trade. Big advantage here for the side of Oasiss. You can see here they are going to probably just get some turret shield off in that mid lane. The bulwark is going to come up. Final, not the final slash. Actually, look at the amount of damage that Mike is doing already. Another realm to pull them out. It wasn't the final slash. It was the spear of Alpha trying to use it to bring back the Hylos into turret range. But yeah, that's not going to work. Yami here on the Claude, actually having fun, you know, having fun farming. Can see here that bulwark from Lolita is going to be giving 1-1 a lot of problems to deal with. Actually, even now we can see how that might play out already. Claude is going to pick up that Demon Hunter sword. Okay, I think Void Hacker was able to secure his blue buff. Had to use the red tree, however. That was a good bait by Mikey. And that essentially means this is going to be a free turtle for the side of Oasiss. Khalid just trying to provide vision. I guess they know that they can't contest for that. And the Mikey is not going to use his retribution for that. That is going to be the second turtle actually going to the side of Oasiss. A gank in the bot lane. He's going to use the glorious pathway. And 1-1 is actually going to be the first to fall under the turrets. I think Lolita right now, she just counters a lot of the first three heroes. Basically, she counters 1-1. Edith in the ult phase when she uses the primal rats. All the projectiles, pardon me, that she throws out will be countered by the Lolita's bulwark and that Sicilian also. You know, so it is going to be a really difficult game for those three heroes, especially if they are looking to, you know, burst. Maybe if 1-1 is looking to quickly stack those heroes and things like that, it might be a bit difficult to do that. You can see here Spear of Alpha actually clutch Nether Realm there by Antipipe. He's actually able to save the life of the Claude. A bit like overextending a bit there, if you ask me. But the Nether Realm is going to come out right on time to save him, stop him from dying. Now they are going to apply pressure to this top lane, trying to force that down. I think, yeah, it's just best if Alpha doesn't bother defending this and immediately is going to be busted down. That is how far ahead Oasis are in the game right now. And immediately after taking down that top lane turret, they are going to move on to the mid lane and see if they could get this. It's going to be Edith here, Conquest on the Edith. To be honest, personally, yeah, I feel like it should have been Edith in the roam if they wanted to play that way. I just feel like, fine, even though the Khalid provides, you know, much pressure, Edith just kind of does better in my opinion, though I could be wrong. But yeah, that is going to be a shutdown. The Sicilian is beginning to hit hard. That's going to be 2 kills picked up by the side of El Cartel. Another kill might be picked up here, but they are not able to pick it up. Antipipe and Alfie really low there. Antipipe still goes in to pull back the Sicilian, but he's not going to get anything here. But look at that, just off the back of that play, you are able to get some gold back. Now it's just a 3k gold lead thereabouts. And I guess this could be the start of a comeback for the side of El Cartel. This definitely puts them back into the game, you know, just gives them some momentum, you know, that mental fortitude, that mental this thing that they could. I guess this game is not over after all. And with that, Lolita in a really just because you are a Kali doesn't mean you can't be busted down. And it's going to be an all-out brawl here in the mid lane. It's going to be 3-4-1, 3-4-0 actually, as Khalid immediately getting busted down. That's going to be a shutdown by the Sicilian, as he's going to, as Oasis take that mid lane down. I'm guessing just because you are a Khalid and you have that skill too for extra sustain doesn't mean you can't be busted down. And yeah, I guess Khalid now just needs to be careful. Even though he is tanky, he still needs to take note of the fact that Oasis are really, you know, ahead right now, and they just need to respect the amount of damage that, you know, the Mikey, the Julian deals right now. But yeah, that's going to be the top and the middle lane. All, you know, 3 outer turrets for the side of El Cartel have been taken down by Oasis. And yeah, this is just going to be them taking objectives. Luminon Blast is going to catch Alpha. Flicker spent by the Edith, but nothing is going to be done after that. Lord is going to be spawning in less than 10 seconds now. And to be honest here, I really don't see this as something that they can contest. Look at the amount of damage being dealt to the Kali. That is going to be a double kill for the Claude. Triple kill for the Claude. Is he eyeing the Maniac? Might see another Maniac here. It is going to be a Maniac for that Claude. That was beautiful. And I think this just goes to show how far ahead, you know, how far ahead just goes to show how far ahead Oasiss are, honestly. And that's going to be a Maniac for the Claude. So that's a Maniac and a Lord that is going to be pushing for the side of Oasiss in the first game. 9 minutes in, 15-3 and a 5k gold lead for them. So far, it's been close control. They've done everything right. Look at the amount of damage that enhanced chain is going to deal to the Khalid. Immediately he's going to be forced to go back. Flicker Numenon Blast by Alfie under Lolita, pulled back again, you know, by the Shadow Stampede. Another realm to save them all under that turret, but I don't think this might be enough. This is going to be a double kill for Mikey this time, and the Lord is still pushing in the top lane. Triple kill for Mikey. I think this might be it. I really doubt. And that is going to be 1-1, proccing the ult, and she's going to keep going actually after the Hylos Blazing Duets cancelled by the Edge Shatter under Edith, and they were actually able to get all 3 tier 2, you know, turrets. And I think that was a good trade. Fine, maybe Mikey didn't have to die there, but if you're really going to look at the amount of damage that this Claude is doing, he might actually take down the Sicilian, but he doesn't. He's going to go, you know, use the BMI, get back there. But this Claude is so far ahead right now. You can see that by the amount of damage that he's dealing to them already. Having the Trinity build plus the, you know, Wind of Nature here, Luminon Blasts by Alfie, forcing the flicker out of Khalid, and that's going to be Trevor taking down the jungler for the side of El Cartel. And once again they go back to the beginning. You know, I feel like the difficult thing about this, honestly, is that, ooh, nice pull there by the Faramis, but Sicilian is actually starting to hurt. Sicilian is starting to hurt right now. So I'm guessing this is the part where, you know, this is the part of the game where Oasiss start looking for a way to end as soon as possible, because I think we can already see that Sicilian dealing a decent amount of damage, and if they can't do something about it on time, it might become a problem for them, honestly. They do Oasiss still have the Claude, to be fair. They still have the Claude, you know, to dish out equal amount of damage, and this is already 12 minutes in. The second Lord, I think it should be an enhanced Lord, which is going to spawn in the top lane for them. 1-1, not quite there yet. It's going to be Roxa Alfie under Lolita. I'm just staying there for vision. And yeah, they are going to, you know, just, yeah, this is going to be an uncontested Lord. Void Hacker will rather, you know, just take his blue buff and then focus on the defense that is coming up. Looks Alfie spotted out here. And now it's just going to be wave management for them, you know. Alright, so how is Oasiss going to use the upcoming Lord is what we're going to ask. Oh my god. The amount of damage from that enhanced change from Julian, immediately, you know, just obliterating that alpha, taking him out immediately. nobody falls yet, as another realm is going to come out to, you know, keep some people alive. That's going to be 1 kill. The Sicilian doing a disgusting amount of damage. The Blazing Duet, just for that extra shield, is going to be a 2-for-2 trade. And just like that, El Cartel are going to successfully defend this first Lord push. Oasiss forced to back out. Lord actually hitting the base, but yeah, I don't think the Lord is going to get anything there. And that is going to be the Lord successfully defended. However, both inhibitors in the top and the mid lane are going to be taken out. They're going to try to go for the bot lane inhibitor, but that is not going to be given over by Void Hacker, by the side of El Cartel rather. Taking a look at the replay here, I feel like it wasn't an entirely bad, you know, dive. I guess their objective was just to take the turret. Probably should have just taken the turret and then moved on to the, you know, second objective. The Blazing Duet was good, but that Wind of Nature from 1-1 actually, you know, came in handy and helped to keep her in the fight, as she was able to clear the minion waves. And also, I think, let's see how much 1-1 also already has, you know, 4 items. I guess she's not doing too bad. 3-2-3 KDA 41-1, so not the worst game, honestly, if you ask me. And almost level 15 also. I think after yeah, basically no boots. That's what, 5 items, since technically 1-1 doesn't really need boots. She just jumps around, you know, and she's going to have that item advantage come the late game. The third Lord of the game spawning in less than 10 seconds here. I think, yeah, the side of El Cartel have basically all teams have all spells and, you know, skills up for this Lord. They do El Cartel do need to be careful at that top lane there. I think the top lane is going to be what they need to be careful about. Look at how Oasiss are just going to bust that Lord, giving them no chance to even contest for anything. Luminum Blast with the flicker, forcing the Spear of Alpha out of here. Khalid actually is going to re-engage, forgetting that they do still have that Nether Realm to play with, and that's going to be, you know, Conquest falling first. That's the Edict. He's going to be the first person to fall there. Rockstar Alpha is going to jump in, gets the stun in. Spear of Alpha into the side of Oasiss, and is going to take down Anti-Pipe there. I think he should be back soon because of the passive of the Faramis. Khalid here is going to try to get something done, but the amount of damage is going to be negated though by the skill 2. Basically comes back to full HP, and that was another beautiful defense there. Maybe a bit too aggressive. Killing spree for 1-1 as she shuts down Claude. That is going to be a lot of gold actually going to the side of, you know, 1-1, and this is what Oasiss will need to be careful about. But that is going to be 1-1, getting ahead of ourselves, getting shot down by, you know, by Julian there, and that is going to be a double kill for Julian, as Oasiss are going to try to push in the base. 2 members for the side of El Cartel are down. That's going to be the 1-1 and, you know, Alpha. But yeah, I feel like this should be something that they can't defend. Khalid needs to be careful here. You're already aware of the amount of damage that he'll do, and that's going to be another shutdown. I think both teams right now are just not acknowledging the amount of damage that you know, both sides can do to each other. This is what, 17, almost 18 minutes into the game. We have, you know, both of them are literally almost at full build except the roamers, and that means there is going to be a disgusting amount of damage being pumped out on both sides, you know. And right now we are playing with very, very high death timers, and every death could be detrimental. So they just need to, you know, plan themselves better. For me personally, I would say it's even better for El Cartel, since this is the moment where they're coming back. Look at the amount of damage being dealt to the Hylos. He's not even going to be given the chance to use the glorious pathway to get out of there. Bulwark by the Lolita is going to help just negate the amount of damage, and just like that, it's almost like the map is, you know, going to El Cartel gradually. 1-1 is definitely, you know, popping off right now, and this could be this could be a problem. This could be a problem for the side of Oasiss, as the Lord is going to be coming up in, you know, in less than 16 seconds. Once again, Conquest is going to try to get the Claude, but is going to miss that BMI. The Claude goes back to, you know, his BMI, and Conquest already really low here. Seems like El Cartel are actually going to try and force this, knowing that, you know, ooh, beautiful Dominion Blast, actually catching 3, Claude in that backline there, trying to kill the Khalid, but Khalid is just going to stand there, taking everything, buying so much time, and it's going to be Julian who is going to, you know, secure that Lord there, plus the triple kill, 1-1 alone here. Is going to 1-1 is going to just try and see if she could recall, but yeah, she's going to be stopped by the high-lows. Actually, Winter Crown play from the high-lows while they walk on the base, and that is going to be game 1 going to the side of Oasiss. Look at this Lord fight here. Actually, I feel like Khalid bought so much time for them in that back line, and the damage that the side of Oasiss was dealing was just too much for them to handle. However, good game. 1-1 did her best to go to recall. Of course, they were not going to let her recall, and then they did that while the other team members worked on the base and took game 1 for the side of Oasiss. We'll take a short break, and then we'll be back for game 2. However, these are going to be the, you know, statistics here. 193 on that Alpha. The Alpha did not have a really good game, honestly, and same thing I mentioned, you know, when at the beginning of the game, Alpha into the high-lows, you know, high-lows plus that Julian, it's a bit difficult to pull off, and then they now had the Claude on top of it, which is a bit difficult to catch. So I think he did his best. It was a very difficult hero to pull off, seeing the comp from the side of Oasiss. Good game to both teams. I think in the next game, El Cartel is probably going to look at taking better control of the early game, and then we'll see how that works. So I'll be back for game 2. Please don't go anywhere. Don't forget to like the stream, and we'll be back for game 2. All right. Hello. Welcome to game 2. It's going to be game 2 of this best of 2 between Oasiss and El Cartel. This time Oasiss is going to be on the blue side and El Cartel on the red side. And yeah, we can see immediately Oasiss is going to ban out the Sicilian this time. The Sicilian and the Link and the Phobios actually. They're going to be banning those 3 heroes. And for the side of oh no, it's actually going to be, pardon me, it's El Cartel banning out the Sicilian, Link and the Hylos. I'm guessing the Hylos did give them a bit of trouble in that match. And then the Hayabusa is going to be picked up by Mikey, that's the jungler for the side of Oasiss. And they are going to have that. Oasiss is going to have the Phobios, the Phobios X-Borg and the Hayabusa. So that's already 3 very good picks in my opinion. Like, okay, well, the Phobios actually, the Phobios and the Hayabusa are 2 very good picks. X-Borg is also one hero that is really just always good. You know, it's not bad into anything per se, just he can cause enough problems no matter how you play him. So in the second phase of the bans is going to be Gatokacha taken out by the side of Oasiss, while El Cartel is going to remove the Faramis, not giving that over to Antipipe anymore, as I guess the Faramis did mess up a lot of their team fights, you know, team fights that they thought they had won, and just like that you see you see that extra health, basically the extra health bar just comes, and you now have to start thinking of where you find extra, you know, more damage and more stuff from to handle him. X-Borg mid, I don't think so, I doubt. I feel like there could be a swap. It is probably not the worst thing, but I think there could be a swap later on, but let's see how it goes. Personally, I won't count it off. Maybe we can see a Cyclops gold lane or something. I won't mind seeing the Cyclops gold lane. I don't think it's the worst thing that has ever happened, but yeah, we're just going to see while Yami scrolls through all those mage heroes. And what is Oasiss going to be taking in the mid lane after seeing the Terizla pick coming from the side of El Cartel? Are we going to see a Kufra and a Lunox pick here? So the last 2 picks for the side of Oasiss is going to be the Kufra and the Lunox. So I'm guessing the Lunox is going to be going over to the gold lane, and there's going to be an X-Borg mid from Antipipe. So X-Borg mid from Antipipe, Trevor on that Phobios is going to be going to the EXP lane, and personally I don't mind it. I actually love seeing unconventional picks like this, you know, not the usual mages in the mid lane, marksman in the gold lane and stuff like that. So this is new, and AC is going to take that Grok. It's a bit of an iconic pick for Alfie actually, but he's going to let's see how he puts it. All right, welcome to game 1 of game 2 actually, game 2 of the first match of the day, where we have El Cartel facing off against Oasiss. Oasiss is going to secure game 1, and rather convincingly, you know, they were able to dominate the first game. And yeah, in this second game we are going to see a bit something we are not used to seeing. Is going to be X-Borg being played in that mid lane, and by Antipipe. So X-Borg is going to be our mid laner for this match, while Lunox is going to be the gold. And yeah, we're going to see Rockstar Alfie under Kufra. This time Julian is going to change hands. It's going to be Julian. Yeah, Julian is going to change sides. Actually, it's going to be Void Hacker on the Julian this time. Not going to be picking up that Alpha anymore. The Alpha did have a bit of tough time, honestly. I think in that game, this time he's on a more flexible hero that, you know, he can probably, you know, show his, you know, mechanics on. Quick gank there. I think we might be seeing an early gank here. Lunox in the right position to spot it out, and just going to play safe. She's just going to play safe until, you know, it's time. You see a pause. I guess we'll be back after the pause.
Name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sun. Even though your back's to
Alright, so after the pause that was given at I think the pause came at a time where Cartel was trying to, you know, get a gank onto the bot lane, but Lunox is just going to play safe. You can see here the amount of pressure that, you know, that X-Bug in the mid lane is going to provide for the side of Oasiss. And already they are going to be moving over to set up for that first turtle of the game, leaving, you know, the Kufra to take the mid wave. Here is Mikey going to jump. No, he's not going to jump back in to get that shadow kill in. But yeah, that is going to be the turtle resets. Kufra catching the Julian in the bush, but that's basically going to be all that happens. A good bush here for X-Bug. It's going to be unstoppable force by the Phobios into the backline. It's going to be in charge of zoning them out. Actually, last insanity plus the flicker used up by anti-pipe on that X-Bug, and you can see here that Phobios going ham. He's going to pull back the Terizla and get a double kill. Beautiful play there from Trevor as he secures a double kill, and Oasiss is going to get that first turtle of the game. And you know, this, I feel like this is the kind of pressure that you can get by playing that X-Bug in the mid lane. You know, he does clear pretty decently, clears well, and you know, is not so easy to pick off, can dive into the backline, so it just adds that extra layer of protection for them, for the side of Oasiss going in for fights. And of course we have Phobios, who is just basically so difficult to kill. So we have so many, you know, so many members of the side of Oasiss right now are so hard to kill, and they have such an insane amount of damage. Wild charge there by EC just to disengage, basically a defensive wild charge. Retry used by Mikey actually, but the brilliance by Yami is going to get her out of danger. It is going to be Rockstar Alfie who is going to be sacrificed. Alpha is going to be the one who is sacrificed for that. But yeah, it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade, and I guess El Cartel are just going to take what they have and move on with it right now. Anti-pipe is cooking. I guess a lot of people were a bit skeptical about the about the Xbox pick in the mid lane. Another clash here. Alfie just coming back, already sent to a third of his HP, and this is going to be another jump in by Julian. Void Hacker on that Julian, trying to be a bit more aggressive, a bit more, making sure his presence is felt all around the map. And this is going to be the second turtle. Alfie is going to jump to that bush, no one there. Grok with the wild charge is actually the one who is going to secure the turtle. I guess both junglers are going to be sleeping here. Frigid Glacier popped by the Aurora, double kill, and that is going to be another double kill for the side of El Cartel. And that, my friends, is how you turn a game around. Just off of that wild charge, the turtle being secured by the Grok, and suddenly everything is going around. Lunox here might be in a bit of trouble. I think Lunox might just fall here if oh my god, Mikey is going to be taken out by the burn from the Lunox. That is a bit too anxious there. You already got what you came for, got the red buff. I think it would have been best for him to retreat, but he felt he could get that kill. Unfortunately, he couldn't. I'm sorry, Void Hacker, pardon me. So I think we can just, while the EXP laners, or rather while there's going to be a push, the Tyrant's rage there, purified out of by Super Hatred. Oasiss saying if they can't get this turret, but they are not going to, and they are just going to retreat. I think this is going to be a full disengage for both teams. While the EXP laners, duke it out here, I guess we can take a look at, the replay at the turtle fight and see where things actually went wrong. For the side of Oasis, you can see here that wild charge securing that turtle, and then after here, the amount of damage that the Julian was dealing was just too much for them to handle. And yeah, once again in the bot lane, a lot of pressure actually being put on this bot lane by the side of Oasis. I'm guessing they are trying to get that Lunox out of lane as quickly as possible. Void Hacker immediately onto the turtle. Phoveus, unstoppable force there in the backline. He's going to be the one chasing Julian away, but he's going to get taken out instead. Even with the vengeance, it's not going to be enough to save him. Tyrant's rage actually catches two, but bodies are falling left and right. Double kill once again, and that is going to be a full disengage for both teams as they leave the Lord or Alfie in a bit of trouble here. El Cartel actually don't want to let the turtle go. I guess they know that the side of Oasis have already used up so much of their resources. The jump in there by Rockstar. Alfie is going to miss, and then that's going to be the third turtle of the game, secured by the side of El Cartel. Frigid Glacier is going to catch Anti-Pipe in that mid lane, and just like that, once again, double kill for both the Phoveus and Mikey there is going to mean, even though El Cartel are able to take even though El Cartel are going to be able to take that turtle, it's going to be I think at the end of the day the team fight just favors the team fight is going to favor Oasis, just because they got 4 kills off of that, and yeah, you probably don't want that. You're also going to get a turret in the bot lane, and the top lane. Phoveus pushing that as well. So all outer turrets for the side of El Cartel have fallen once again. This is looking very similar to what happened in the game 1, and it's not looking good. Although I feel even though it's similar in the sense that all outer turrets are falling so early in the game, it does look like more of a competition. You can see how El Cartel can pull this off, you know. Kufra charging. It's just a bluff and he's not going to take that. Mikey is just going to use the, you know, the shadows, go in, go out, clear the bot lane, and then I guess both teams are just going to prepare for the upcoming Lord that's going to be coming up in like 30 seconds. Yeah, in 30 seconds. Also, as we say, please guys don't forget to like the stream. There's actually a clash as well, so I was trying to tell you guys not to forget to like the stream. A clash in the mid lane. They are going to take out the Terizla right before the turtle. Kufra just a little bit, you know, just missing that Julian by a little bit. Quad shadow popped by the Mikey, I think this should mean Oasis can go for this Lord. They do have the Lunox, you know, who can melt the Lord pretty easily. Void Hacker, okay, I guess the Void Hacker is still going to be there hanging around, so they don't want to take any risk. And yeah, they should probably just disengage. So what happened in the total fight is not going to repeat itself. You can see here Antipipe in this top lane on that Xborg. I feel like the Xborg hasn't been doing too bad. And we're going to see a clash here. Frigid Glacier already popped by the Aurora. Kufra is going to be the first to fall. Unstoppable Force, the Fovios jumping back and forth in the back line. We're going to see a flicker by Oh My Springs there. Double kill for Fovios as he keeps going. This is why it's called the Unstoppable Force. Xborg is going to take, you know, secure that last kill for the side of Oasis, and that is going to be a 4-for-nothing trade in that exchange, and that's going to be the Lord easily going to the side of Oasis. You can see here from the replay, the Fovios, you know, just going ham, basically just spamming that out as if it was a basic attack. And this is where you can see him there, just spamming that recall, establishing dominance. I am him. Good fight there by the side of Oasis. You know, I guess where El Cartel probably got it wrong was, you know, letting the Terizla fall just before the Lord. Bit of a tricky situation. Mega kill here by Mikey. Solo kill basically. Going to take down the Julian there. Lord is going to be pushing mid. Aurora no passive. Kufra is going to miss the charge, however, as Aurora is going to escape there with her life. Attention is going to be placed on the bot lane as they try to take that bot lane inhibitor, but the holy, you know, the holy shield is still going to be active, going to be popped and clear out that wave. Another set of minions actually in the mid lane, but I'm guessing Oasis are going to be, you know, satisfied with this. Another Frigid Glacier here. Look at the last insanity from Antipipe, and that's going to be a double kill. Actually, going for Aurora, double kill also for Antipipe, triple kill for Antipipe. No Maniac, I stand corrected. Maniac for Antipipe as it's a 4-for-2 trade actually, and Oasis are going to look to end the game right here with the Xborg in the mid lane, and they take game number 2. It's going to be a 2-0 sweep for the side of Oasis. You can see Antipipe here coming in from that backline, last insanity plus the flicker to take down 3 members instantly, and just like that he was able to get double kill, triple kill, and the shutdown on the Aurora, and that gave him a Maniac. Absolutely beautiful play by Antipipe. And for the side of Oasis, I think they pulled this off really well with the Xborg, and you know, basically the comp in general. It was very nicely done there by Oasis. El Cartel, they did very well in my opinion. I think they actually tried their best, you know, to make it work, and I guess next time you just need to figure out a way to to, you know, synchronize better and be more decisive in the pushes that they want to make in the game. But that is going to be game 1, guys, and it's going to be 2-0, the 2-0 going to the side of Oasiss. And yeah, this is going to be the stats. You can see the anti-pipe on that Xbox, 95% team participation. Was it the MVP? It was the MVP because he was basically everywhere, you know, applying pressure all over the map. And beautiful job, honestly, from the side of Oasiss. Cartel, I am sure they are going to fix whatever little issues that were both in the drafting and execution. And when all that is done, we'll be back for game 2, which is going to be game 2. It will be, I think it's Izanagi Alpha. Yeah, ReapNKill versus Izanagi Alpha. That promises to be an interesting game also. Please don't go anywhere. Don't forget to like the stream also. I'm your caster Pixels, and I'll be back for game 2.
Fighting for, no one would ever know your name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sun, even though your back's to the wall. One strike, go cut the monkey mind. Your blade swing one time. When clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One time, the fight is yours. I feel with your sword. There's endless power once you start. Never lose your heart. Tonight is dark and the shadows are deep. Who can protect the world? A light of hope shines in the dark. One strike, I swear by people's side. Keep faith just one time. I'm gonna light up all the fires. One strike for my desire, a light up so bright. Inside the power in my heart, I'll defend the world.
A darkness plagues this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone. In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.
guys. Thank you for staying tuned and for joining us for the game 2 of day 6 of the Mobile Legends Nigeria League season 4. And the game 2 is going to be between RNK and Izanagi Alpha. I think Izanagi Alpha are still looking for their first win. Izanagi Alpha are still looking for their first win of the tournament after losing all of their previous 4 matches. ReapNKill have won 2 and drawn 2, which puts them at 6 points. Izanagi Alpha are still at 0, so I think RNK are looking to win this to, you know, basically secure higher spots in the league table. You know, chasing after Oasiss and Dark Stars. Izanagi Alpha just want to win something and get, you know, out of that bottom 3 who are going to be in the relegation zone. And yeah, that's going to be it. So pending taking a look at the drafts right here, I think we can see already excuse me, Izanagi Alpha banning out the Sicilian and the Jujin. That's going to be 2 mage bans there by Izanagi Alpha. 3 bans for RNK are going to be the Chip, the Link, and the Claude. Starting lineup for RNK is going to be Rain, Defiant, Hohenheim, Not Starter, and Kai for the side of RNK. While the starting lineup for the side of Izanagi Alpha is going to be Aizen, Ashura, Yuki, Inored, and Pickles. Last ban for the first rotation for the side of Izanagi Alpha is going to be the Hylos. I think we only see Hylos being opened like by mistake. But yeah, Hylos is going to be banned here. First pick for the side of RNK is actually going to be the Zask. The Zask is, especially after the buffs, you know, and all that, he has been a very, very difficult hero to play against. You know, he does have that insane amount of damage that he deals, coupled with the fact that, you know, if he does, you know, end up using that Dominator's Descent, it's just so difficult to kill. It suddenly becomes like a tanky maze, still dishing out a lot of damage, you know, and can still reposition. And then we're going to see here Hashira is going to be given a chance to pick up the Sicilian, and I'm sorry, he's going to be given a chance to pick up that Ixia and the Gatokacha is going to be picked up by the side of Izanagi Alpha. 2 very solid picks for the beginning, for the starting for the first 2 picks. Hohenheim hovering over that Atlas pick, okay, but they're just going to swap it out. They're going to play the Nathan instead, and immediately Izanagi Alpha are going to lock in that Faramis for themselves. Second phase of the bans, we're going to see Yuzhong. You don't see Yuzhong banned out lately, banned or picked that much lately. I'm guessing people just don't feel like he's as scary as he used to be, especially with the changes to the jungle and how assassins are now, you know, around and deal so much damage. I feel like Yuzhong is one of those heroes that can not necessarily really fall off, and always effective, can still reliably dive into the back line and things like that. I don't think it was a bad ban. I'm guessing it was a targeted ban at who, I don't know. So we shall see what is going to be the last ban for the side of what is going to be the ban for RNK rather. You're going to see a missed ban there. And over to the side of Izanagi. Izanagi Alpha. I guess they are thinking very hard of what is going to be their last ban here. And they are going to take out the Diggy. That is weird. I know the fact that Hohenheim was actually showing the Atlas initially. I'm guessing they just did that to protect them from, having, RNK pick up that Diggy and making life difficult for the Gato catcher. And that's going to be a Bane pick for the side of Izanagi Alpha. And this is the reason why I was really skeptical about the Diggy ban. Seeing that the Rome pick for it's almost like the bandits forcing daring RNK to pick a set tank or something like that. And just like that, two very heavy CC frontliners are going to be picked up by RNK in the Idiot and that Minotaur. These are the kind of heroes you pick when you know that there's not going to be a Diggy on the side of the enemy. And then the last pick for the side of Izanagi Alpha is going to be that Khalid, using to round off the drafting phase. And we'll be heading into the loading screen. Let's see how both teams are going to pull off this draft that they have put together for us. Okay. Straight away, we're going to head into game 1 between RNK and Izanagi Alpha. Defiant is going to be starting on that red buff, while Bane is going to be starting on the blue buff. You can see just a bit faster than they actually almost finished at the same time. I don't think it was that much faster than than the Bane, but yeah, that's going to be how they start off at the beginning of the game. And this is going to be a Nathan and Ixia in the early rotation here by Aizen on Dagato Catcher, rotating to that bot lane, same as the Alpha. Actually, is not level 4 yet. Is going to try to steal this camp. I don't think this is a very good idea, and already we are going to see first blood here onto the Defiant. That was a bit anticlimactic. I really think he needs to be more careful. There's a lot of damage actually, and the fact that the vision, Izanagi Alpha did have vision that Alpha was there, and of course they are going to react to that. They are going to react to the play by him. A very, very early first blood, very early first blood given by Defiant here. The vision was there. At this point, I'm guessing he didn't expect them to react so fast to the play, but yeah, they did, and that was a free first blood for them, just like that. And this automatically gives this just puts momentum gives them an advantage in that early game, you know, gives Izanagi Alpha that early game advantage that they can start to work with, you know, as the game progresses. That being said, Bane actually almost level 5 here. He's going to hang around the Totsu. Gatokacha is already level 4 thanks to the first blood that was given to him, the assist. Edit here, onward edge shatter. Does have the ult, does have the primal rat to work with. He's going to pop the primal rat, avatar of the guardian, cancelled out, followed up by the you know, by the nether realm there, popped in by Pickles, and all members for the side of Izanagi Alpha are going to be in full HP. Now that is how you start a game. Very, very beautiful play there by Izanagi Alpha. And I think RNK need to be a bit more careful with their engages, with their positioning. You know, it is the early game, but Izanagi Alpha does have a lot of damage, you know, to work with. You can see here, Notata already getting caught so low, and then the deadly catch from the Bane. Basically, all their skills just came in at the basically the perfect time, you know, to make sure that they pulled that off. And you know, saying that 2 were dead, and even the Zask getting taken out was basically the nail in the coffin. Early game here, and we can already see the gold lead building. It's on 1.5 2k gold lead already, you know, being secured there by Izanagi Alpha. I think this is how you start a game, when you know that you need a win and you are behind. Beautiful, starting from them. Minotaur is not going to engage for some reason. He did have the ultimate. I guess he felt it was not the best of ideas to, you know, force and engage right there. It's going to provide vision in the top lane. Alpha here actually being, you know, pressured by that being pressured by the Khalid there, and is going to fall again already. That's a 0-3-0 Alpha in the early game. Alpha is supposed to, you know, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Alpha is supposed to be like an early game hero that's supposed to do well in the early game, but not this time. It's getting absolutely, you know, destroyed in the lane right now. You can see here, this is supposed to be a tank. The Minotaur being forced to flicker out of there. Avatar of the Guardian to dive into the turret here. He knows that they have that nether realm, and they are going to be able to, you know, zone. They are going to zone Nathan away from that turret, and then now they are going to shift their focus onto the turtle. This is not looking like a good game for RNK so far. Izanagi Alpha are absolutely dominating. Just 1 level gap, however, on both junglers. The Alpha still managing to retain, you know, his level 7, soon to be level 8. And once again, you can see him this time he's going to use the spell of Alpha to leave that area. Right now, RNK needs to be aware of the fact that there is a lot of damage, especially given the fact that they are behind. Izanagi Alpha has a lot of damage, and I think these are like sister squads. I feel like Izanagi Alpha like a branch of RNK. I'm not sure if it's still that way, but you can already see here that Izanagi Alpha are doing so much better, you know, controlling the game more. Onward here by the edicts, trying to catch out that Khalid. Not going to be successful. Alpha is not having the best of time. Both games actually that we've seen Alpha play in is not been having the best of times. Look at, they are basically just, you know, sleeping in his jungle, depriving him of any farm that they can't deprive him of. Ixia is going to be in the top lane here. I think this turret is definitely going to fall. Nathan trying to, you know, probably provide support, rotating to that mid lane, but it's not going to end well for him. Minotaur being popped even before the 3rd phase of, you know, his ultimate will be casted, and that's going to be a killing spree there for the Fireman's pullback on the Alpha. Actually uses the spear of Alpha to go back in Nether Realm immediately to respond to that. Nathan, very nice damage, a bit late on the full barrage there by the Ixia. Wasted flicker in my opinion, But that's a mega kill there. This Faramis is actually doing more than he's supposed to at this point. You know, Alpha this time manages to, you know, not die after going back in with that spell of Alpha. And that's going to be the third turtle secured by the side of Izanagi Alpha. Top lane turrets taken. Mid and bot lane still standing for now. Dominator's descent here, just to be used to clear out the waves. Wow, look at the amount of damage, the synergy between these two. Alpha is not allowed to play this game right now. The taunts, the CC, he just can't move. I mean, he tried. No, I feel like, I don't know if it's a communication issue, but you know, after clearing that mid wave, you can see him. You know, of course, he was scanned by the Alpha, but he was scanned by the Khalid. But Khalid with the chain CC, then the Avatar of the Guardian, followed by the, you know, the taunts. There was basically nothing Alpha could do in that scenario. You know, just drop your phone and wait till you respawn or something. Nathan here might be able to get this top turret, and he does. So at least, for what it's worth, that's a good trade. Alpha trying to initiate another fight here again. I feel like at this point, Avatar of the Guardian is going to miss once again. Alpha is going to go back in with an engage. It's going to be, this time they actually get a couple of kills here. It's going to be a 3-for-2 trade. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but yeah, Bane and the Ixia, Bane and the Gatokacha are going to be the ones who are going to fall after that exchange. And to be honest, I don't even think the replay can show us what happened there, but basically they are getting so much value right now from that Nether Realm. I think the full barrage just came in a bit late, but too much value they are getting from the Nether Realm of that Faramis. And I think if RNK are going to, you know, do something about it, they really need to wait for that Nether Realm to be used first before maybe the spell of Alpha or whatever, you know, follows up on it. But yeah, we can see the first Lord here is going to be worked on by the side of Izanagi Alpha. A lot of damage actually being done to the Gatokacha. He's going to use the Avatar of the Guardian. Nether Realm popped to save him, but beautifully placed full barrage there by the Ixia. And that's going to be triple kill for the Ixia and the Lord secured. That's 3 kills on the Lord. Zask here trying to escape another hit by the another hit there by Zask, but she's going to make it out alive. I think with this Lord push, Izanagi Alpha should be able to secure all outer turrets, you know, even. But then you can see Nathan in that top lane. Okay, he's just going to recall. They actually don't even react to the Nathan play. I feel like he could have stayed a bit longer, but I guess it's safer. Taking a look at the items here, Alpha, just 2 items, you know, does have that does have the blood wings. Is that the Queen's wings? I think the Queen's wing and that war axe. Top lane tier 2 is going to fall, so will the second. Lord still at a half of its health, marching down the top lane. Another beautiful full barrage there. Double kill, triple kill by the Ixia, and the, you know, Ixia is going to get a triple kill, and that is going to be the game, guys. That is going to be the game, guys, just off of a play. Avatar of the Guardian into, you know, that backline there. Minotaur tries to ult, but he's dead even before he could finish the final phase of the ult. And the full barrage from Ixia was absolutely beautiful. And I think, yeah, there is nothing, absolutely nothing the Alpha could do there. It was hard to defend. I guess the best RNK could have done there was just to give that inhibitor turret, seeing the fact that the Lord was still there. This is a level 1 Lord, 11 minutes and 30 seconds, and Izanagi Alpha were able to take this game. And I think this is how you play when you know you are looking for a win. Absolutely beautiful, controlled gameplay here by Izanagi Alpha. Very, very impressive, honestly. I think whatever issues that you were having before, they have fixed to an extent, and it was just a beautiful execution from them. Beautiful drafting, beautiful gameplay, and I think they've done really, really well to come so far. So I think we're just going to take a break while we just leave the statistics here on the screen. We'll be back for game 2 between Izanagi Alpha and RNK. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining us. Immediately we're going to be heading into the game 2 of this best of 2 between Izanagi Alpha and RNK. Game 1 was a very, very one-sided game. I think Izanagi Alpha played that absolutely beautiful, as I said, from the drafting phase all the way to the execution and even the micro and macro plays. I think they actually did really, really well. They handled the game as they should. It's actually surprising if that is what you watched, if this is the first Izanagi Alpha game you watched, you'll be surprised as to why they are actually last place, or rather why they have no points so far. They are not last place technically, but they've played more games, 4 games I think, and they are still at 0 points right now. So we shall see how drafting phase goes this time. Hopefully RNK can fix whatever it is that was wrong. Personally, I couldn't tell for sure what they did. That's apart from, well, not apart from, I think majorly was Alpha dying early. Alpha should be a hero that can scale properly into the mid game, so that I think other members of the team can carry the late area. But he kept on dying so much in the early game, and I think that just gave Izanagi Alpha the momentum that they needed, and they had that Bane who just does so well into the late game, insane amount of damage and all that. So Alpha giving away so many deaths was probably something. Whoever the jungler is, not just Alpha in my opinion, I think whoever the jungler is just can't afford to give so many deaths away to the opponents early in the game. And then we should also add, as stated by Dark Zeus, the Gatokacha and the Khalid was a pretty disgusting combination to handle there. You could see that whoever the Gatokacha got the handle was probably dead. And let's not forget, let's not forget to mention the Fire Mist. Let's not forget the Fire Mist. And he's going to be picked up. He's going to be the first pick for the side of Izanagi Alpha here. Unfortunately, there's not going to be Claude. We're going to see two very quick picks for the side of RNK. They're going to be locking in the Terizla and the Lilia. I think this should be a case of, if it's not broken, then you have nothing to fix. This is same 3 picks like Izanagi went for in game 1. To be honest, I really don't mind it. I think it's a beautiful pick, and we're going to see the Alpha again. To be honest, guys, I don't like the Alpha. I really don't like the Alpha into this same comp. Fine, there's no high lows, but at least this time RNK is going to ban out the Khalid, which is good, but I really don't like the Alpha pick. Hopefully he can do better in this game. Let's assume it was just communication issue and stuff like that, and we're going to see a Hanabi ban. Interesting. I don't know why, but let's see how this goes. And then we're going to see a Fulvius ban here. That was actually a very, very smart ban, taking out the Fulvius and the Khalid. If this Gatokacha is going to be the Roma, then those are two very, very solid EXP bans. Irritel is going to be banned out by the side of Izanagi Alpha. Hanabi is immune to CC late game. Hanabi is always immune to CC as long as she has any type of shield. I was just wondering why Hanabi, fine, unless if it's like a targeted ban, then I'd understand. But right now, the only CC that, okay, let's just see this time. And then we should also know that the Diggy is still open this time, and we're going to see a Cho pick here. The Diggy is actually still open for RNK if they want to use it. I don't think they will go for it. They are going to pick the Tigreal instead, and immediately Izanagi Alpha is going to lock in the Bane again and the Yuzhong. Alright, so I'm going to call it right now. The draft from Izanagi Alpha is absolutely disgusting. The amount of backline that they have, backline dive that they have to work with.
seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
All right, so welcome back, guys. I think I think most of us already from the draft are like, if Izanagi Alpha could do so well with this drafting game one, and they basically have almost everything that they picked in the game one, with the exception of the Khalid. Alpha is going to clear first and is going to starts moving over to that and he's going to start moving over to his blue buff, red buff, pardon me. And yeah, basically right now, so I think, as I was saying before, the point I was trying to make just before we got cut off by the connection. Oh my god, this is not looking good. Vengeance is going to be popped by Aizen, but I don't think it was needed, considering the fact that it's not like Melissa was trying to attack him or anything. Melissa actually getting too close to the action, however, is going to take a first blood there, and this time it's going to be Izanagi Alpha doing the overextending and overestimating heroes, and this is probably what Alpha was expecting to get with that early rotation he took in game one that didn't quite pay off. And this time he's going to get a kill, no assists, but he does get a kill off on on that gold lane. Izanagi Alpha, this is not how you started game one. If you really want to win, then you need to fix up and just don't take unnecessary risk. However, first turtle of the game is going to be spawning up in that bot lane, and let's see how ReapNKill are going to pull this off. Alpha is going to go back. He's going to get his blue buff, and I think Bane is going to do the same thing. Bane almost level 5. I think they are both going to be level 5 for this upcoming Lord. So is the Tig. Basically, I think everyone is going to have their ults. Gatukacha almost level 5 to level 4, pardon, not yet there. Black Dragon form is going to be popped by the Yuzhong as he dives, just trying to cause a bit of chaos in the backline. He's going to fly too far away, however, comes back in. Nether Realm there is going to absolutely negate whatever it is the Spear of Alpha wanted to do, and they are just going to get the turtle disengage. No kills given just yet. I think it was a bit weird how the Yuzhong just flew way past everything that was happening at the turtle fight and just flew into the back line. Melissa here. I think a bit of focus is going to be put on this gold lane here. Rain actually smelling something going on there is going to move and just hide behind the bush in between the tier 1 and the tier 2 turrets. Melissa probably Gatukacha is going to have that avatar of the Guardian jump here. I think he should have comboed it with the taunt, and that way it should have been like 100% hit rate on the Melissa. But yeah, he's just going to use the avatar of the Guardian there, forgetting that it takes forever for it to charge up. However, in the bot lane here, you can see Yuzhong with a beautiful 3-man petrify. And I think he's actually going to get a lot of kills here. Oh no, he's actually the one who is going to fall later on. That's going to be, yeah, basically what he initiated, a 3-for-1 trade. Only the Yuzhong is going to fall, but they do clean up after him. I think that was it. That was not a bad time to initiate for him, especially seeing that he did get some value after it. But the second turtle is up, and I think Izanagi Alpha is going to secure this no problem. Melissa spotting out 2 in that bush. So much attention actually being paid to the EXP lane right now by, you know, by RNK, and that is actually weird to see. And I think, yeah, definitely this Yuzhong is going to be taken down. The turret is going to be taken also, but Izanagi Alpha is going to respond to that with a push in the top lane. And yeah, I guess different priorities for both teams. Conceal play by the Tigreal. He's going to fall back as he sees the full team, you know, coming at him. Alpha trying to invade. I think he might actually, yeah, he would actually take this while, you know, while the Bane takes his own buff in return. Red this time on the Yuzhong, not having, you know, as much fun as he did on the Khalid. Another avatar of the Guardian onto Natalia there. He's not going to be getting anyone. Black Dragon form. He's actually going to catch the Tigreal here. Beautiful, you know, full barrage into the backline, but immediately she opens the full barrage. It's going to be Alpha onto her case in the backline. However, he's going to sustain for long enough. Gets a double kill there. Triple kill for the Ixia. And that is going to be another team fight won by Izanagi Alpha. Ixia once again. All these heroes that he popped off on, you know, in the game one, given to them again, and they are showing why you shouldn't give them, you know, these heroes. Look at that beautiful full barrage there. You know, Alpha actually had an idea, you know, trying to stop the Ixia in her tracks just as she opened the full barrage, but to no avail. And just like that, they are going to head on, you know, to the turtle and secure the third turtle of the game. Ixia does need to be careful here. She heads into that bush. Or rather, is it Alpha who needs to be careful? It's pair of Alpha to disengage there. Look at the amount of damage, you know, that the Ixia did to the Alpha. You know, just forcing him to reconsider his life choices. Yuzhong is going to be building that dominant ice first. Melissa prioritizing the Sky Piercer. Actually, she does have 4 kills to work with, so I'm guessing the Sky Piercer is not entirely a waste on the Melissa right now. Another push in the top lane. As I said, so much, you know, attention was being put to this top lane by RNK, but still it's going to be the Terizla losing in that lane. You know, I guess Izanagi Alpha just had the right, you know, the better plan. Get your gold laner out of lane, and you know, just like that, the Ixia was now able to convert, you know, into the team fight, join, and have stuff like that happen. The EXP, you know, investments by RNK is not quite paying off right now. There is La 012 not really affecting the game so much. Alpha once again trying to go 1v2. Unfortunately, Tig came with the intention to save him, but ended up being the reason he died. That crab claw cannon there, ricocheting onto the backline, taking out the Alpha. And now he's wondering who has to come and help me. You know, but I think Alpha really needs to, you know, just take a moment back. Lord is actually being taken by Izanagi Alpha right now, but look at that. Just going to ricochet into that and get him. But yeah, first Lord of the game is going to be taken by Izanagi Alpha. They just busted it down, seeing that the Alpha was nowhere there. Was nowhere there to contest the Lord. And then once again it's going to be, ooh, that's actually not a bad push there from the Tigreal. Chain CC that Gatokacha under the turret, and this could mean that Izanagi Alpha probably won't be able to take full advantage of the Lord, but that is a lie, as full barrage plus the flicker is going to come out from the Ixia, and that is going to be a double kill. Sky Piercer stacks really going up through the roof right now. Ixia with that 611 KDA. Attention is going to be shifted onto the mid lane as they try to take down the tier 2 turrets in that mid lane. Bot lane is going to be slow pushing. Look at the amount of damage that the Crab Claw Cannon is dealing, even to Tigreal, who is supposed to be a tank. The damage is actually insane right now, and I think Izanagi Alpha are now going to switch their focus onto this bot lane. Tier 2. Once again, Alpha is going to use the Spear of Alpha to dive into 4 men, and is going to fall once again. I really don't know what is going on with the Alpha, but it's probably not having the best of games right now. The Ixia, on the other hand, is definitely having fun. I think with how well the Ixia performed, in game 1, I would have expected to see a ban on that Ixia in the game 2. Like, first ban, take out the Ixia, take out the, Gatokacha or something. You can see here, Spear of Alpha, this time defensively to disengage. Yuzhong is going to use the Furious Dive. Is it the Furious Dive? I think it should be. Lord is going to be coming up in 30 seconds. Just less than 30 seconds. Pull back by the Faramis also. And these are the heroes that I feel like really made life difficult for the Alpha in game 1. In that, the Faramis, the Gatokacha, and even the Ixia. It was really, really difficult for the Alpha to do anything with those heroes. Leaving those heroes again, and then still going ahead to pick the Alpha. I'm not sure that was the best idea. Or maybe they just felt like, okay, they'll execute the game plan better, and this time they'll be able to handle it. But so far, it doesn't seem to be working that well for them. Second Lord, Enhanced Lord, is going to pop. And it's going to spawn up now, and then we're going to see. I really don't think it's a good idea for ReapNKill to bother contesting this. You can see they're in the back line, basically being zoned. Flicker committed actually by the Ixia after that full barrage. Nobody has fallen yet, but once again it's going to be Alpha left alone and missed 5 members of the side of Izanagi Alpha. Another Hail Mary play by Alpha to see if he could get something back, but it didn't quite work well for him. Lord is going to be pushing in this top lane. Izanagi Alpha are probably looking to end this. They are going to clear all waves, try to synchronize them perfectly. Definitely, I think Izanagi Alpha will be getting all 3 inhibitors with this. However, they are going to leave the Lord, and the Lord is going to be melted, taking to like a half of his health here. Alpha taking very, very low, having to use the Spear of Alpha defensively. Look at the amount of damage though that is being dealt by the Ixia. Full barrage, shot down. Ixia is able to shut the Bane down this time. Petrified here coming from the Yuzhong, and that's going to be a legendary 2 inhibitor turret. I feel like Izanagi Alpha could have used that Lord push better, but yeah, I guess what they get is what they get, and ReapNKill are going to defend that fairly well as they hold their mid lane inhibitor. Taking a look at the replay here, you can see, Ixia almost getting caught actually in that full barrage. Gets the shot down, Yuzhong gets a kill, and they disengage fully. Yuzhong is such a big boy right now. He doesn't have the best KDA, but it doesn't seem like he's doing too bad. Black Dragon form actually is going to be popped and immediately Alpha once again is going to be taken out. Yuzhong being gone down, beautiful, dash backward there by the Ixia, but this Nether Realm is providing way too much value for the side of Izanagi Alpha. So Nether Realm is basically just there as a second bar of HP, and Ixia is free hitting at that back line. And I think Izanagi Alpha can actually end this here, and that is going to be the game, guys. Brute force is going to be the solution for Izanagi Alpha, and that is how they are going to secure their first game of this series. Look at basically just go damage. To be honest, even though I feel like Izanagi Alpha played so much better than they have in all their previous games, I feel like ReapNKill was a bit underwhelming in the way they played, in the way they executed the game plan and all. Alpha getting caught out way too many times, and I think it will surprise you guys to know that it is not Alpha who is going to be getting the chocolate. It's actually going to be Melissa for all his troubles. And yeah, personally I feel like it is the same issues that they had in game 1 that basically followed all the way into game 2. Alpha getting caught out too often. Basically there was so many things wrong. Lilia did her best to provide whatever kind of damage she could provide, and we had the Terizla too. So much attention was put onto the Terizla's lane that you would think, okay, probably something is going to happen later on, this Terizla is going to pop up, but it just doesn't work that way. If you have a Melissa, I think what you want is to get that Melissa ahead as quickly as possible. But I guess we just have to say, absolutely beautiful game by Izanagi Alpha. It's obvious that they've done some practice and fixed some issues that were there before. So very impressive. ReapNK probably need to go back to the drawing board and come up with a better strategy moving forward. I think first thing first, I'll repeat, is definitely you don't want your jungler to be dying 7 times in a game of 18 kills. That is probably not the best, but whatever it is, I'm sure they'll fix, and we'll see how that goes. But that being said, this is going to be the last game for today, day 6 of the MLNL Nigeria League Season 4. Thank you all for joining us as usual. It's really always nice to have you guys here. Chicken, Eros Empire, Blasterson, Kyo, Rasta, and every other person, El Diablo, Kami, Wraith, thank you all for joining us on the stream again. Cassidy and Rockstar Alfie also, Nefrex. It's always nice to have you guys here. Do join us when we'll be streaming the next games of the tournament. So thank you once again for joining us. I remain your caster, Pixels, and good night. Have a lovely day.
across this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is this? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.